All right, guys, welcome to a quick update from the Black Stars camp. Now we know the situation with Thomas Partey, and is that it doesn't appear that he will be available to play that Canada game because all appeal processes have not been successful so far up until this point. So I think it's important for us to start to have conversation about how Ghana should set up without Thomas Partey in the middle of the park. How should the Black Stars set up without Thomas? We'll get into the details. Before we do, a reminder to subscribe to the channel. It's very, very important. And then put the notification bell on so that when new content goes up, you'll be one of the first to see it, and then you can share it. Even before I talk about how I think Ghana should set up without Thomas, it's important for me to address the evil that some of the English media is perpetrating against Thomas. So on Sunday, the Black Stars players were at, they had a community engagement with children in Rhode Island. It's a FIFA slash the WHO World Health Organization initiative called Be Active. And they're doing it all across the entire country, and all the teams that are participating at the World Cup, they try to get local communities involved to come, and all of it to encourage physical fitness. Then the next day, we see a huge article from the Athletic saying that there are safeguarding issues because Thomas Partey was seen also participating in the drills with children. First of all, what Thomas is accused of is rape. It's not pedophilia. To try and bring the two issues together, conflate the two issues, is just a very evil attempt to try and drag someone that is already going through quite a lot. Now, this is not to say that that Thomas is innocent or Thomas is guilty. No, but he's fighting something that has absolutely nothing to do with all these things that Athletic is bringing into the conversation, which is that because he's currently facing trial for rape allegations, it is inappropriate for him to participate in drills with 14-year-olds and 10-year-olds. And he wasn't even alone. There were other people. So where exactly is the safeguarding issue in this matter? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand why this is all going on. I think it's just plain evil. You understand? Thomas is a father too. He has a child. Not saying that pedophiles don't have children, but I'm just saying that the whole idea of just dragging children into something that has absolutely nothing to do with that is just, it's just a bit too much. I think that it just seems to me like there's a coordinated attempt to try and just further drag this guy. I would just say let's just wait for him to fight his legal processes, see through whatever it is that he needs to do. And at the end of the day, there will be a judicial finding. And if that judicial finding is guilt, then so be it. He faces the consequences for the crimes that he's been found guilty of. If it's proven that he's innocent, that's it. His name is cleared. But until then, we really need to stay away from passing judgment on everyone that has been accused of anything. We have enough evidence, especially even from the football world, of famous people, of footballers being accused of things that they turned out to be untrue. And the Benjamin Mendy example is a really good one. So we need to be careful not to destroy people a bit too much before they have been found guilty. And also a reminder to all of you that this World Cup season, Wulaki is celebrating it big with the World Cup Sika Pudu promo. This is how it works to put together 1 million Ghana City jackpot, and there's a weekly prize of 32,000 Ghana Cedis that goes to the top 10 selling agents. But also, if you're a customer, it's 20,000 Ghana Cedi prizes daily, and anybody at all can enter and win. All you need to do is stick with some 10 Ghana Cedis and you qualify. Whether you win or you don't win, all tickets, all stake tickets qualify to enter for the 20,000 Ghana Cedi draw, which is done every day at 8:30 p.m. on the Wulaki social media pages. So please get playing and win massively for yourself. All you need to do is just dial *288# and then play select your remaining numbers, and then all the best to you. Remember, if you're not 18 plus, this is not for you. Woo lucky, yeah. Obiabe Didi, one man no shop. Everybody go shop. So anyway, okay, let's get back to it. We also have instances, examples of people that were eventually found guilty of crimes they were accused of, like footballers, and they ended up in jail and they got what they deserved. Johnson it's a very good example. So it is what it is. But until then, I think that we need to be careful and always give people the benefit of the doubt. Now, having said that, I would say that for me, I personally didn't even think that Thomas should have started in the game against Panama, but his availability would still have been good because you would need inspirational people like him as options. Also, he's deputy captain of the team, so his presence is essential. Um, However, his unavailability means that we need to look at a few things. One, I think it's now becoming apparent that we will have a huge problem with our midfield and availability of people in the middle of the park. We only call that 5 midfielders, which means that in this game now we have only 4 available. We start 3 of them, only 1 of them is on the bench. And I think that perhaps we should start 3 of them. And if we're going to start 3 of them, I think Elisha Owusu should definitely start alongside Caleb Bianchi and then Augustin Boache in what I believe should be a setup of an inverted diamond. Is how I would do it, with Elisha sitting and then Caleb and Augustin in a double 8. I think this gives you the good balance. 2 box-to-box midfielders that can both tackle with a bit more discipline to be able to help out Elisha, and also young and energetic that can chase down anything and everything that Panama throws at them. And I think that for me, that would be my midfield combination as far as this game is concerned. For the forward players and who should start in attack, I think it is obvious that Jordan Ayew will start. So for anybody that says Jordan should be benched, Jordan is always going to start. He's the captain of the team. Even the deputy captain, Thomas Partey, is not even available. So by all means, Jordan is going to start. If Jordan is going to start, that is one of the forward positions taken if you play a midfield 3. My initial preference was a midfield 2 of just Caleb and Elisha. But with Thomas not being an option on the bench to be able to switch things up a little bit, I think starting with 3 midfielders and arresting control from the game right from the start would be a good thing to do. And in the forward line, obviously, with Jordan Ayew guaranteed to start in that forward line, especially at the number 9 position, I think that Anton Semenyo is the other person that will also start. And that last attacking position would be between Neoma, Brandon Thomas Asante, and Christopher Bonsuba. And I think that from the evidence of what I have seen in training, it might be Neoma that starts. But I think preferably I would have had Neoma coming off the bench because he's just coming off the injury. So just maybe if fitness level isn't really up there, but I think if he's capable of giving a solid 60, 65 minutes, then I would say start him, because Christopher Bonsuba can also come off the bench and do a job. Of the Fatah Issahaku who can come off the bench and do a job. So we don't lack options there. So for me, I think that's 6 players taken care of. And then in the back 4, I think obviously Atiziki would be my first choice. Right back would be Senaya. And the centre back pairing would be Opon Pepera and Jerome Opoku. And I think I would play Gideon Mensah at left back to begin with, and then just see how it goes. But by and large, I think and I believe that we are more than capable of getting a result against Panama in this particular game.